All right, it's another day of the crying baby game. The streak is at 38. I forgot to put on my front light. I'm sorry. And we're starting with a huge growth card. We're starting with divorce papers for some barely above average tier rate. We have Mr. Me, which I'm a huge fan of as a starting item, so that's pretty good. Mr. Me is great, in fact. Hey everyone, today's random member shout out goes to Timmy Tams. Thank you so much for being a member to the channel. I appreciate you. I hope you all enjoy this video, and if you do, don't forget to leave a like and a sub. But yeah, Mr. Me is great. We basically have access to stores from the get-go, even if we don't find money. Or at least we have a chance to have access to stores. And, well, I mean, Mr. Me just does a lot of things. He can open doors. He can he take rocks? I forget. Like, can he actually get me to that chest? Of course, now that we have Mr. Me, we are burdened with the unfortunate curse of always finding the shop as the last room of the floor. But that's just part of the game. That's just how it is. That's an incredibly convenient charged key, and that is a stopwatch, which I will get at a 50% chance. Oh, second try. Hey, all right, there's my stopwatch. That is a fantastic start for a delirium run, honestly. No complaints here whatsoever. I'll take everything I can against that guy. He can open boss challenge rooms. He can, but can he cook my dinner? Alright, Little Plum, who counts as not grounded even when he's sitting on the floor. Oh, but he does count as grounded when he does the stomp. Okay. We need more stompy stomps. I like to stop firing when he does that attack, because I feel like the way you get hit here is when you actually push him off his usual path. It can be pretty annoying. More stompy stomps? That's a stompy stomp. Another one? Please? Heck yeah. Come on, one more. One more and you did. Well, maybe not. Okay. We get some range for our troubles, which is not great. Also, somehow that bone heart has not been filled yet, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. If he could leave the PC, he would definitely try to cook you dinner. Actually, you know what? I believe that. Man, leave it to little Spewer to not be able to do anything because we just encounter a bunch of floating enemies. He seems like a gentleman. He's a good guy, for sure. He's one of the good ones. Someone's alive. The Hanged Man. Very likely, very useless. Okay. Well, at least the thing is protected now. I do not care about IBS. Okay, finally found the store. This music slowed down goes hard. I mean, any music from Danny B goes hard. But I do see your point. That's the fake stopwatch. I'm so cheap, I'm gonna try and steal that. You know what? I should try and steal the key. Well, that's okay. I think trying to steal the key was the play, though. Oh god, the stoners. Speaking of music, the sound is a bit low on my end. Let me get that up a bit. Wouldn't want to be the guy that gets hit because he didn't hear the audio cues. Actually, I'm the guy that gets hit because he doesn't hear the audio cues all the time because I talk too much. And then I don't hear them. But at least now I can't blame the volume of the game. Empty item room, dang. Well, it is what it is. Alright, this is exactly gonna get my Mr. Me charge for the devil deal as well, which is great. Although, with this health, I generally tend to want to pay health for a devil deal. Especially because it locks him in again as well. But, like, I mean, we're gonna look at the devil deal and then make a decision. But chances are I'm actually gonna pay for whatever's in there. Okay, that's gonna help me sacrifice little spewer. You know my stance on backstabber, especially on a delirium run. Yeah, actually, you know what? I'm gonna pay because I want to lock in the devil deal, and then I'm gonna try to get this for free, but if I don't, I'm just gonna buy it. Alright, cool. And we're gonna sack little spewer. Bye! Dark Princess Crown. No, you can't sack Mr. Me. That's not how that works. I think I want a key rather than I want a bomb, so I'm gonna do this. And I think we're gonna move on. Have I ever done a Nuzlocke? You mean in Pokemon, I assume. I don't know how you would Nuzlocke the Binding of Isaac. I've tried it before, but it wasn't really my thing. But I would be open to try it again. I could have hangman that other room, that's true. Oh well, I'll be back for this. Okay, now you do have to emphasize though that the DPS, especially against grounded enemies, got quite a bit worse now that we don't have the dude again, the little spewer. That being said, we do have backstabber now to help us a bit, but we would really like to improve our DPS. Like, we'd really like to improve our DPS. As locking Isaac would be a 0 deaths challenge. I'm pretty sure somebody's done that already, right? Like 100% at Isaac without dying. Kind of nuts when you think about it. But I seem to remember reading about that. And obviously, you know, 100%ing Isaac in that context refers to everything you can do without dying. Obviously, there's also an achievement for dying 100 times. You can't exactly get that deathless. I really don't know how you're supposed to do this room with low DPS. Not gonna lie. I don't really have a lot of wiggle room, you know? Apologies. Just eat the damage uphill. I wish it were that easy. You never find a damage uphill when you need one. What do we got? Ooh. That's a store and a half. That's more like 2 stores. Like, these are both very good items. Alright, there's the black candle. There's brimstone at home. I mean, that's kind of piercing. And piercing is really good with the what's it called, backstabber. So honestly, a pretty solid combo. Obviously, if I could have gone in there and picked an item, I probably wouldn't have picked Montezuma's Revenge, but I'm a fan of that item. The problem is it doesn't really, like, it's not gonna do a lot for us during delirium. Because obviously there's no way in the world that I'm gonna consciously use Montezuma's Revenge in the delirium fight. Revelation at home. Don't worry, I got this. I got this. Sir? I'm on a bit of a soft timer here, sir. I'm trying to hit hush. Can we move this along a bit, please? No? Are you okay, dude? You're supposed to fire ipecac shots at me. You know that, right? Hello? There we go. I actually think that missed, but I'm also tired of going on now. Let me increase my devil chance. I really feel like that missed. No, it's just not there. Well, maybe it did miss. Would rather try and steal that than a potential devil deal. Because I have Dark Prince's Crown, I'm looking to get to 1 heart right now, and then eventually to 0 hearts anyway. So spending HP in a devil deal right now doesn't really seem too bad, but saving 15 cents definitely seems a lot better. Okay, I don't even get a devil deal. I mean, that's okay. Right, it's that room. Oops. Not a single double pill. Oh, I wanted to open this too. I'll go for it. Never been a huge fan of that trinket, you know. I mainly wanted to do some science here. That's why I came here, because I should be able to charge Mr. Me here, right? And I wonder if Mr. Me can open that chest for me. I mean, an item that can even cook my dinner should be able to do that, right? Ions. Dude, what can't this man do? Insane. You know, every time I start Mr. Me, I'm blown away by how good this item is. Right? And then at some point, the time comes when I see him in a store like 3 days later, and I'm like, nah, I don't need Mr. Me. He's not that great. Mr. Me is a legend. How did that miss? I disagree. Oh my god, I really need to add some damage to this build. I really do. This is miserable. Oh, that's a spooky chest. Whoops. Get this man some deeps. You know, fire rate and or piercing would already be enough because of backstabber. That's all I need. No, I didn't make it in time, but I did get a dime out of it. So that's nice. You know what? With how this floor's been going, I might as well use Mr. Me to open this door. I mean, I do only have one key, so using Mr. Me to save keys doesn't seem like the worst idea. Libra. I mean, my damage can't really get worse, can it? I still think that's a terrible take, but it's not the worst Libra I've seen, you know? Fanny pack. I'll just buy that. I have enough money at this point. And there's a very decent chance we're gonna hit a devil deal on this floor. Crackjacks, sure. That's probably better at this point than the swallowed penny. Ah! That's a sticky nickel. I heard that. I refuse to pick that up. Even if it's given to me for free. I'm a man of principle. Every Libra that doesn't come with soy is the worst Libra. Even soy Libra isn't that great anymore as of Repentance. They nerfed that. Like, they straight up nerfed the only thing that made Libra takeable. It's tragic. Glad to see that after all these years, the room is still as annoying as it has ever been. Bombino. Expertly used that blanky charge to get through that. Also, good job on missing the 80% devil deal. Have I taken an item in an item room yet? Yo, Stello Placey, thanks so much for 67 months of support. All right, we took Spewer, and so the only item I've taken so far from an item room I've sacrificed since. All right, 100% devil deal, chat. Let's make it count. We kind of have to. I see you. Okay, huge. Huge. That is not a small rock. That is a very big rock, in fact. That rock is, in fact, ginormous. That might have doubled my DPS, honestly. That's how good that rock was. Also, yet another shout out to Montezuma's Revenge. What an item. Oh, I really don't want to, but I think it's the smart thing to do. Okay. I bet when they designed this room, they wanted to put brimstoners on the wall so badly, but they also realized that they would kill this hollow. Yep, yep. I hear the backstabber sounds. This is definitely hitting the guy in the back. What are you talking about? I mean, real talk though, backstabber probably wouldn't be half the item it is if it had proper hit detection. Purgatory. Do I even take that if this fails? Like, it's really not a great item. I'll take it for free, of course, but... Bombs are key. That really doesn't change much. Hey, Tio. Welcome. Good to see you. I hope you're having a fine day. How was my health? Still a bit coughing, but I've been worse for sure. Scapular. Okay, that doesn't do anything just yet, but it might down the road. If I want to, that's infinite plays on a sack room. I'll just buy that. Balls of steel. Cool. Oh, I had a hunch that there was going to be something good somewhere on this floor. That's why I wanted to explore. I was thinking more of the lines of like a boss challenge room, but library is great as well. I can even use Mr. Me here to see what's in that chest and then decide if it's worth the bomb for it. I would say that's worth it. How long is it going to take for that guy? Oh no, I'm not doing that. Oops. I had the chance to use him to blow up the thing. Hey, Levitas, thank you so much for the prime time. I appreciate it. Oh. Okay. Okay. You know, I just thought that Mr. Me at this point is slowly losing its value because stealing devil deals and store stuff is not that great anymore. And that's a fantastic book. So Mr. Me, you deserve nothing but respect for the services you've provided in this run. I mean, let's be real. Mr. Me is the reason this is going so well, because without Mr. Me, I would not have the stopwatch. And this would look very differently. But I think at this point, we can all agree that Mr. Me is way past his prime. Because we don't really need to save money in stores anymore. And we wanna lose this red health slowly as well. We want to lose it rather quickly, actually. Mr. Me has earned his retirement. Absolutely. If we don't make it this run, it definitely won't be because of Mr. Me. Range up. That's a bombs or key pill, which I think I want at this point. And that's a fantastic pill. Like, second best pill I could have found. All right. Seems like a pretty good room for the Book of Secrets. I'll give you a shot. Multi-gambling. Hey, thank you for the 200 Bs, Adam. I appreciate it. Okay, I don't really want to go in there. The problem is I'm kind of tight on time, even though I don't have to go to delirium, to Hush, to be fair. But I'm still kind of tight on time if I want to try and hit Hush. So I'm not really fancying a 5 dice room. But maybe I do, who knows. I mean, there's no rule that says I have to go through Hush. Maybe I should wake one of the deliriums on the wheel delirium Hush path. But then again, like, what do I do if I fail? If I fail, I just go through Blue Baby anyway. I guess that doesn't really make sense. Of course I find a boss challenge room as soon as I drop Mr. Me. That's just... that's unnecessary. That's just classic Isaac, let's be real. Crown gaming time. I think I prefer my HP right now. Sure. I mean, we're gonna spend a lot of money here. Oh, I should have bought the pill. I have PhD. Oh, I think I want to keep... Wow, that's a tough choice. Oh, and the candle. I love the candle. I can combine it with Montezuma's Revenge for uber damage as well. I do want to find the item room, even though item rooms have not been very generous to me this run. Should have taken school back. I mean, I should have. That's a blunder. Oops. Kind of tough to use these at the same time, to be fair. Oh, I want that. Oh, I should have taken the red heart. E. coli. 2 out of 3. Oh, crap. I want that. Because I really fancy not losing that bone heart right now. There's just no way I'm making Hush, is there? And I know where the Fool card is, so you know what? Let's see what's in here. It's actually a 5 room. I can get both photos, I guess. All right, we're doing it. We're going through the Blue Baby path, probably. And we're clearing an additional depths too. I do still have time to consider going back for the book. Like, I like the candle, but it is a bit impractical with Montezuma's Revenge. But look at how much damage it does, man. And it's such a defensive tool, too. Yeah, no, I'm keeping the candle. I'm gonna try the tech. Nope. Tech failed, but that's okay. I had the shield anyway. So that's not a big deal. Gonna grab my card, and then we're gonna go into the 5 room, and then we're gonna clear Mom's foot one more time. And get the negative for our troubles. It's gonna punish me with Curse of the Blind, is it? I just know it will. Nope. Not eating that pill? I don't know why I didn't eat that pill. That was extremely stupid. Well, I'll eat that pill.
Range up.
I might honestly just stop using Montezuma's Revenge at this point because the candle is just that good. I can never stop using the fun stuff. Who am I kidding? That being said, in some scenarios, the candle is just much more practical. You know? Like there. Okay, I've been waiting for a heart so I can go into that curse room. But the fart sound prompt magic skin. Maybe not. I mean, let's be real. The fart sound is the peak of comedy. I did actually not want an eternal heart here. I'm gonna lose it on purpose, actually. I want to lose heart containers right now, not gain more. That is kind of hilarious, isn't it? Alright, what do we got? Wow, that is garbage. Although Mom's bottle of pills is not terrible with PhD. I'm gonna buy this. I'm gonna buy a pill for 10 cents, sure. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna buy a lot of pills. Because I'm gonna get that too.
Feels like I'm walking on sunshine. Range up.
And then we're gonna get one more and then come back for the candle. Although it would be hilarious to keep that pill bottle. The problem with the pill bottle really is that it loses most of its value once I get to max tiers. Which is like 2 more pills at this point. Tears up. What a great pill to end on. Actually, hold up. Let me see the chest room first. There might be a bunch of batteries in there. Okay. Interesting. Too bad I'm not gonna get the Hush store. That money could be pretty useful. You know what hasn't been useful this run though? Item rooms. Seriously. And even my devil deals weren't that great. Like, I feel like this run is being held together by duct tape, but at the same time I have Montezuma's Revenge and Stopwatch. I guess that's pretty good. Ooh. Time to feed the machine. That was a good feeding. I think I'm done here, right? Yeah. Alright, cool. We already have the Polaroid, so this time we're going to take the negative for the damage boost, and we are going to take Twisted Pair. Yo, Chad, you want to see a trick? You want to see a trick? If you have a trinket or a card in here, you can drop the card or trinket, you can pick it up, and while you're holding it over yourself, you can scoot through that item. Tech. Now the question is, do I want 2 out of 3 bookworm? I just wanted to show you the tech. Do I want 2 out of 3 Bookworm? I mean, Bookworm is okay. I think I'd rather keep my heart right now. I know I've been talking about getting rid of my red hearts all run, but now that I'm seeing my health situation, red hearts might be our future. You know? I don't care about these. Okay, I'm gonna take the pill because the mod is not really supposed to tell me what it is, and if had I not known what the pill was, I definitely would have taken it with PhD. Shoop da whoop. Shoop da whoop should work pretty well actually with Backstabber. But obviously I'm not gonna switch out the candle. That would be nuts. Going in and out of that curse room literally cost me a heart container. Why did Twisted Pair want soul hearts though? Sometimes the expensive stuff in the devil deal still wants soul hearts from you. Like basically any deal has a chance to replace the red heart cost with a soul heart cost. In essence, the game was being a meanie panini. I don't need Shoop da Whoop, I already have Poop da Whoop. Okay, that was a good one. I'll give you that. Sure. Yesterday's one, and want to tell you that Forget Me Now tech was patched, so good thing you didn't try it with the Kamikaze build. Wait, they patched the Forget Me Now tech? Remind me to science that up after this run. Because that is... Happy Thursday for everyone, and cheers from Brazil. Isn't it Tuesday? I mean, I've been sick, but... Pretty sure we have Tuesday. Either way, I wish you a nice day, though. Whichever day it is. Alright, Marrow, because we definitely need more red hearts. Well, I mean, I did say at the start of the floor that red hearts might be our future. Messed up this one. It's okay. It's the thought that counts. And I can appreciate you wishing us all a happy day. I was just a bit confizzled. Okay, per throw for the devil deal is nice. I played this entire run pretty well. Oh, oops. I played this entire run pretty well, and then... like, the one I end up messing up is that room. A bit unfortunate. Yeah, I gotta test Forget Me Now tech after this run. That's... I mean, I also remember times where they claimed to have patched stuff and then it wasn't really patched. Although I don't remember them claiming to have patched that, so... Like, seriously though, why do some devs just hate things that have a really high skill expression? It's just very sad. Like, I understand not wanting bugs in your game and stuff like that, but Like, if the bug is something that benefits the player, but at the same time has a really high skill ceiling, that in my opinion, that's something that's very beneficial for gameplay. Really not a fan of either. That's sad. I was thinking about switching to the Satanic Bible. If the Satanic Bible got me on Polaroid proc, I probably would have too. But not like that. I'm sorry. There's 3 out of 3 bookworm. Yeah, but consider this. I'd have 3 heart containers less. Is that worth bookworm in a delirium run? I don't know. I don't think it is personally. Okay. Okay, I said I'd go upstairs because that's just the easier path and gives you more items. Although with how my item rooms have been going this run, I wouldn't be surprised if my chest items are just dock water. You know, I do like these statue guys that make other enemies invulnerable, but at the same time, at least they're like an engaging enemy. Okay, how I didn't get hit there is beyond me, but I'll take it. So we are saying hi to Blue Baby after all. Well, I mean, this run wasn't really ever gonna go to Hush, was it? Like, it took way too long to get everything together. That is really not useful at all. Oops. I saw that as I left the room. Alright, more soul hearts. We love soul hearts in these parts of the internet. Room is mostly annoying. I want to see what the card is. It's the one that gives you a broken heart, right? For an item from the room. I don't think I want that. I'm really not a big fan of broken hearts. I'm gonna look for the super secret room. And if there's a confessional inside, I might consider it. But that's the only circumstance under which I would be willing to use that reverse lovers. Oh, there it is. Oh my god. Okay, well, we got it now. I mean, I basically promised it. The shovel, okay. Well, that's an additional item. Okay. Interesting. So that shovel was basically just a fetch quest item. Okay, now for the interesting part. Is the confessional actually gonna pay out? Instant broken heart purge. I'm so good at this game. That is skill. Yep, I'm definitely hitting him in the back, guys. That is, oops, definitely the back of the boss. What are you talking about? All right, cool. Item working as intended. Yeah. That's how it's supposed to go. I was hitting him in the back. I love that item. I'm okay with that item. Yeah, damage is damage. And, well, same. Oh, Parasite also affects Montezuma's Revenge. Parasitic diarrhea. Ooh, I love the intruder. It's more of an early game item. Like, I feel like most of its value has already passed, but I just love that item. I can't be sad about finding the intruder. I mean, might as well use that, right? Just gonna be a free room clear with the butt knife.
Feels like I'm walking on sunshine.
Okay. I don't know where I would be getting Pandora's box from at this point, unless it's in the secret room. I think it can be in the secret room, right? Do I want Dead Cat? I don't think I want Dead Cat. Actually, hold up. Oh, Dead Cat doesn't get rid of Bone Heart, so this is only -1 heart for the Dead Cat. I'll take that. Oh, second Dead Cat? 2 Dead Cats? Uh-oh. Oh, sad. Oh no. It was a disaster. Mostly because Greed has no tell on when he's gonna fire at you. You know, I feel like I'm really not complaining about that enough. Like, think about it. This mid-boss has been unchanged since the Flash days. And even back then, everyone disliked the fact that he just fires at you with no tell. Without duplicating items? Yeah, sure. You can theoretically find 3 super prides in the chest and get 3 dead cats and make guppy off of that. Because dead cat is actually one of the few items that can count multiple times for guppy. Oops. Yeah, also breakfast. Always room for breakfast. Death certificate also works. Yeah, sure. You can get whatever you want from that, even if you've already gotten it before. Oh boy. That room is a lot more, like, this guy's a lot more terrifying when you encounter him in caves. Even though you would only encounter one of them. Like, it's so much more stressful because you're usually a lot weaker. Power pill. All right, cool. I think we're done here. Let's move on to Big D. All right, no curses. We love to see it. Floor should all in all be pretty chill. Like, every time I come to the void, I'm a bit scared because it's the final floor. Especially when I'm on low HP, which I'm not right now. But especially on low HP. And then I remember, hey, wait a second, this floor pulls from every single floor pool in the entire game, right? Which means most of the time, you're just gonna find, like, super easy floors, super easy rooms here. Because they're gonna be from, like, caves and depths. And it tries to make up for it with the fact that almost every enemy is a champion. But that doesn't really matter either, because everything does a full heart of damage here anyway. Except that big guy, he does 2 hearts of damage. You don't want to get hit by him. What an annoying room. Somehow I feel like when I explore more of this floor, I will realize that those 2 rooms to the left, those 2 boss rooms, are gonna be impossible deliriums. Just feels that way. But I also don't want to be the guy that hops into the first boss room and immediately finds delirium. Eternal enemy. Okay. Eternal enemies, may you remember, still need to beat Isaac 1 hard mode. Isaac 1 hard mode actually was surprisingly fun to me, even though it is actually peak bad game design. But like, I had fun nonetheless. How dare I be almost an hour early today? Well, Lady Prob still has a team meeting after work, so she's coming home late. So I decided to seize the opportunity and start early. But if that's something you dislike, I can just not do that anymore in the future. Okay, finally finally a room I can go into. Supper. Okay. Well, health is health. I'm not sad about HP. There's supposedly still a few boss rooms on this floor. I wouldn't mind finding some of them, you know. Good item game, good item game. I mean, health is good. It's not very flashy. Definitely among the most boring finds in the game. Especially, oops, in a chaos pool. But it gets the job done, right? Health is one of the most valuable resources in any roguelike. So I'm never going to be sad finding HP. Yo, listen. Well, the secret rooms are actually kind of hard to find in Void. So if I can manage to somehow not ignore Navi, this should be pretty useful. Oh, I did not realize this was a boss room. This could have been delirium, maybe. Oh no, it couldn't. Okay, we're good. Better trinket? I could fish for an even better trinket, but I feel like a big reason of why this run is going so well is the blue candle. Oh, also, as predicted, the two boss rooms to the left are now safe as well. I meant to pick up the card. Okay, once again, I'm gonna pick up the pill for the same reason I noted earlier. Mr. Mega, sure. I have my doubts about Mr. Mega usage in the final boss fight. Came over from YouTube. Welcome to the stream, King of Corinth. Glad you made it here. What makes the room of the left safe? The floor is now 13 tiles wide. Which means if these were delirium, they would have to extend past that 13 tile limit, which they're not allowed to. Skull legs, that's one I actually don't like to see. That's not like run-losingly bad, but you generally don't like when delirium turns into skull legs. Because, oh, I don't like when I get plan C either. Yesterday you said he was your bro. He is my bro. I just think he makes Blue Baby a bit more inconvenient. Like, yesterday's Skolex was my bro because I was deathly afraid of Matriarch in Womb 1 because I could have legitimately died to that boss. So fighting Skolex instead of Matriarch. Ooh, that's sick. Fighting Skolex instead of Matriarch. That's a pretty great thing. Still a better streak than Probs. Now back to work. Whatever. I got impatient there with that room. Oh, speaking of getting impatient. Two soul hearts! Like... That's actually an extra hit. That's probably Big D. The starters! Oh, I can just check now. Yup. Oops. Rainbow champion though. Mr. Fred, that's a good Big D transformation. We love to see it. Eye of Greed. Sure. It's gonna be a bit of extra damage when it hits. Now the problem is Eye of Greed is every 20 tiers, which with this build, it does not take a long time to fire 20 tiers. Oh, the coin tiers with the blessed penny though. I didn't think about that. Oh, we're gonna get a lot of soul hearts. Well, we don't want Bumbo to steal our coins actually, so Bumbo is gonna have to stay on the bench. Alright. Let's fight the big boy. With that though. I wonder if this guy transforms into Bombino and eats 13 coins, does he despawn? Probably not, right? Hold up, can you transform into Bombino again? I want to do a bit of science here. Come on. Don't transform back. Oh, he can't pick up coins. Ah, he goes for the coins, but he can't pick them up. That is tragic. All right, good science. Ah. What a poser. It's a really good time to freeze him. You know, in his base form, no damage shield. Yeah, you know what? With this amount of solar generation, I don't think I can die here. Alright, good fight. Calm down, we don't need telefrag shenanigans now. I mean, there was never really any danger in that particular fight. GG.